Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Dykel here, and in this video you could probably tell I'll be explaining a little bit of information about the ballistic knife. First, I'm going to be discussing its history. Second, I'm going to be discussing how it's made and from what kind of parts and stuff like that. And third, I'm going to talk about the legalization of ballistic knives and if it's legal. So, ballistic knives were manufactured by the USSR company called Ostblock. I'm gonna spell it out for you: Ostblock. And I've searched on Google, and there are a few like hidden, I guess you can say, people out there who are selling these, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it might not be legal. So they were distributed throughout the Soviet Special Forces, Spetsnaz, in the 1980s. Actually, the early 1980s, somewhat during the Cold War. The ballistic knive's main purpose was a covert stealth weapon. So whenever a firearm wasn't appropriate for the situation, these knives were ready to shine, I guess. I can imagine that they wouldn't be very accurate, but they'd probably get the job done. Because, I mean, you're not going to be able to hear a blade whiz by you, so I can imagine how stealthy it would be. So the Russian version of the Spetsnaz ballistic knife was made from a metal tube with a spring to deploy and shoot the blade. So the spring is so powerful it could propel the blade forward for up to ranges of 20 feet or so at roughly 40 miles per hour. So that could rip through clothing and probably kill somebody. I don't know exactly how effective this weapon was because there's not excuse me, there's not actually any footage I've seen of actual people in wars using them. I've seen like homemade ones and stuff like that, but I just don't know how effective these things were. I'm just telling you a little bit about them, and hopefully, I don't know. So I'm going to go on to if they're legal or not. So ballistic knives are highly regulated for very special military forces. So for the most part, it is illegal inside the United States to own these. So, but after the sales of ballistic knives in the United States were halted by federal statute in 1986, the launching handle was made available with a small grappling hook or aluminum baton. So they made it a little bit more safer and stuff like that. So it's not original. The Russian Spetsnaz ballistic knife, the original version, is a lot more combatant for militias and stuff like that. So if there's any more information that you guys need to know about ballistic knives, there are a few videos out there about how to make them at home. So if you are interested in making a ballistic knife, I'd highly suggest searching on YouTube or something like that. So that's basically it. Have a nice day.